you have to first of all go to the Wagyu website, which you can see as wagyu.org.au. Once you're on the Wagyu homepage, you go on and hover over search. You'll see that there's different options becoming available. If you want to do an animal search, you click on animal search. You have to accept the disclaimer, so you have to scroll down if it doesn't show. Once you've scrolled down, you click on the I accept, and then you are in the Wagyu Animal Inquiry screen. If you are looking to do a lookup on specific EBVs, you click on the EBV inquiry. You can also do other inquiries like just searching for a specific animal. You can do a mating predictor, which means that you can look at what the potential mating outcomes is. If you mate a certain sire and a certain dam, you can also search for members. You can look at sale catalogs and upcoming sales. You can also have a look at the semen and embryos that's available for sale. This is the download files area, is an area that members can access and download files specifically to their herd. You do need to be a member of the Wagyu Association to access that. And you also need to have a username and password that staff at the association can supply to you. The online transactions is an area that you can submit registrations, although we do prefer for people to use our Excel spreadsheets, and the tag orders area, it's not really functional anymore. Anyway, back to the EBV inquiry area. So if you click on, it'll take you to the animals. Then what you're saying is that you are looking for a specific animal. So in this case we will say you're looking for a black animal or black animals, which are full bloods and no specific horn status. You're also not interested in the name or the animal ident, so you can skip all of these, but you could, for instance, select a specific herd ident or a specific birth year if you were interested in that. You can also click on the select if, and in this case, if you are looking for a specific animal that is a sire, this is where you find that. And also you can search in here if the animal is for sale or even if the animal has semen. If you click on the animal with semen available, it will search the semen catalogs. These catalogs that are published in this tab here or in this link here will come, only animals that's in there will be listed if you click on an animal with semen available. So in this instance we will not click that, but you can only search animals that are published in our semen list by selecting that. So if you would select that, you'll see that that shows in there, but in this instance we won't. We would like to have the animal is a sire, so you're going to only search for sires with a specific trait. You can search for specific details on the genetic conditions, where you can say that an animal is only B3 free or at certain levels. So you can say it's either free or free untested, or that the B3 level is less than 25%. If that is of interest. The breeder location you can choose there as well. As you can see, there's a list of areas that you can select members from. The herd completeness of performance is just an indication of how much performance information a member collects, and you can also click and select people that are submitting performance at a certain level to include in your search only animals bred in those herds. You can also search for a specific sire ident, so that the sire of the animals you're looking at must be of that sire. Now you're getting to the trait descriptions. So in here you can, for instance, say that you are looking for animals with a minimum. So if you put in a minimum, of course it will look for everything that has a higher EBV than that minimum, or if you put in a maximum, it will be lower than that maximum. And then you can also stipulate an accuracy. So you can see that there are all the different EBVs and also the indexes here at the bottom. For simplicity, I will just put in the minimum level. I will just put a self-replacing index. I'll make that quite high. We'll make that above 100. Oh, closer to 200. So that we way above the, on the side here you can see that that is of course the breed average 2018 calves. You can then also choose on how you want to sort the animals. You can sort it either by name or by the animal ident. So I will choose animal ident in there as well. And then the listing, so in this case it will either display the animal's name or the animal's ident. I will actually choose the ident, and we will have it descending, so from the highest to the lowest animal, of course. And then you click search. It's currently working through that. You can see that in this instance it returned 97 animals out of our database, and the selection criteria is that the color is black, the grade is full blood, the animal is a sire, so he already has progeny registered with us, country of origin is nothing, so it's empty, and then the self-replacing index of higher, at least higher or equal to 200. It also selected them, and it actually did it ascending. I thought I asked for it for descending, but anyway, it did actually start from the lowest and listed them higher. You can change that by just clicking on that, and it will swap it around. It should swap it around. There you go. So in this case now it's listing it from the highest to the lowest. You can also show all entries. So in that case what it will do is it will show all the animals in one. At this stage you can see that it's showing entries 1 to 10, and to move it along you then have to click on the next or last to be able to see the next group of animals. So what I will do is I will click on the show all entries, and you will see that now it will show all of them underneath each other. There you go, that has been done. So if we scroll down here, you can see that it's showing all of the animals at the same time. This is handy to do it this way because of course now you can select all of these animals and put that into a spreadsheet, and you can start to search and select them. You can also hide the EBV accuracies, and you can also hide the EBVs. So for instance, if you don't want to see all of the accuracies, and especially if you want to work in a spreadsheet with it, sometimes it's easier to just hide the EBV accuracies like that, and then you select from the bottom. So you click in there, click and hold, drag it up to the top, up to there, click, and you would go copy, and that is then copied, and you can paste that into a spreadsheet. So that's the easiest way of searching for animals. Once you have searched for your main criteria, which is then your self-replacing index, you can also sort on other traits. So you could, for instance, say, yes, I now know that all of the animals are higher than 200 for self-replacing index, but I also want to make sure I have a lot of milk, let's say, and you can see that the top animal here has -7. So if you then say you actually want high milk, you click on milk, and it will sort it on milk. And you can then see that yes, now the animal with the highest milk is +12, and you can start to look at these animals if that is your highest criteria then. So you still have your animals on this side Of course, all of the animals are selected with index above 200, but now you've sorted it on milk, so you can really select animals with a minimum criteria of, let's say, above 2, and you have a choice of all of these animals in here. This little sign here means that that animal also have a picture on the web, so if you want to have a look at any of these animals with the picture, the camera sign next to them, you will be able to have a look at them that way as well. So if you open up any of these animals, you'll be able to see a picture. So if we, let's say we click on that animal there, it brings up the animal details, so it shows that animal, and also there's a picture of that animal. Alright, you're back there again. Alright, so that's a quick overview of how to use the EBV search facility. Thank you. Thanks for watching.